Hello, this is Ashley Jamerson coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina, and today I want to speak with you about step number 2 after your pre-qualification is complete, and that is creating a big list of wants and needs by yourself or with your partner so you can just get an idea of what you both want and need. You will be surprised once you each create a list and start discussing the items how much thought has to go into buying a house, because I say it all the time, you're not buying a pair of shoes, you can't return it. At least it's not that easy to return it, but you're buying a house. It's a huge investment. So creating a list of wants and needs and things you're willing to sacrifice and things you're not willing to sacrifice is a huge step when you start thinking about buying your home. So here is my list of 5 things you must consider before you buy your home. Number 1, I call number 1 the obvious items. So number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, and your parking spaces needed. When you think about these items, you want to think about a specific period of time. So if you are in the process of growing your family, or your kids are going off to college, or you're going to be taking care of your parents or things like that, you definitely want to think about bedrooms and location of bedrooms, why those things are important. Parking spaces, you may have 2 cars now, but you're going to have teenagers, and where are they going to park? So number 1 is the obvious items. I don't really see those being too negotiable because those are based on your specific lifestyle needs. Number 2 is, how long do you plan on staying in this house? Is this going to be your starter house, your forever house, or the only way I will move out of this house is if I get a huge mansion house? So decide how long, your life phases, how long do you plan on being in this home? And that's just a really huge step because, for instance, I'm all about master on the main floor because I hate moving. And if I move into a house, I'm going to love it, and I want to be able to go to sleep easily when my knees are old and I'm rickety and stuff like that. Number 3 is yard space. Are you a gardener? Do you entertain in the backyard? Do you have kids who like to play in the backyard? Do you have pets? That's something to think about. And also proximity to your neighbors. Like if you're a loud person and again you're entertaining, will that disturb your neighbors? Will you be that neighbor? Number 4, hobbies and or career space. As you may not know, you may know now, I work from home as a realtor. So I definitely need an office space that's designated for me. I can close my door away from everybody. If you are a crafter and you have like your sewing machine or your Cricut machine and things like that, if you're a musician and you need music space, what additional spaces outside of the bedrooms do you need? And number 5 is the proximity to work, family, and activities. If you enjoy watching the Panthers game, you may want to live closer to Uptown and not really live out in Concord or Huntersville, because you don't want to deal with 77 traffic for 1, and for 2, you want to be able to go early in the morning and tailgate, things like that. So, and work, no one really likes to have a huge commute. My commute is about 1 minute. I go downstairs, get coffee, come back upstairs. But my husband drives a really long distance to work. I think he drives like 40 minutes if the traffic is bad on his way home. So that's my list of 5 things. The obvious items, number of bedrooms and things like that. Number 2 is how long do you plan on living there. Number 3, yard space. Number 4 is hobbies and or career space. And number 6 is proximity to work, family, and activities. Now, let me talk to you about my worst clients ever. So I have these people who have been playing around, toying around with the idea of moving for like a year now. They are expecting a baby. They already have 1 child that is under the age of 2. So the wife works from home. The husband does not work from home, but he is a musician, so he needs music space. So when they sit down and make their list of their wants and needs, it's not necessarily night and day. It's just that they have a long list, okay? It's huge. So the wife made her list, and she needs 4 bedrooms, a master on the main floor with an awesome bathroom, move-in ready, because we all have those projects around the house that we say we're going to complete, but we never complete, so it has to be completely move-in ready, preferably new. Walk-in closets, because she has some handbags, garden space, and a play area. So she needs a pretty large yard. Walkable, so there's sidewalks and things like that in the neighborhood, parks within the neighborhood for the children to play, an awesome kitchen with a gas range and a double stove because she likes to cook and entertain, a fireplace, wood floors on the main floor, and space for both pianos. So they have a baby grand piano, which takes up a lot of space and would more than likely be the centerpiece of a room, and then an upright piano for the kids. So that's the wife's list. The husband's list is just as long. He needs over 3,500 square feet. He needs at least 0.3 acres. You see where it's getting a little weird now? 0.3 acres, garden space, and kid space. That's not enough room. He needs a room larger than 18 feet by 13 feet for music, 3 bedrooms or more, a kid's playroom. So this is an additional room outside of the bedrooms, which is item number 1 on my list. A 3-car garage, a gourmet kitchen, open floor plan on the main floor, a lot of windows. He loves sunlight, a private backyard. He doesn't want anyone in his backyard. So a lot of new home subdivisions, when you look out your backyard or your back there, the people can see what you're doing. He doesn't want that. Would love to have a basement. Very rare in a lot of neighborhoods in North Carolina as a whole, but definitely here in the metro. Safe area with good schools and Google Fiber. So the lists are long, and we're going to discuss this in the next video. But sure, you can find this house in different areas around the Charlotte metro region, but they're all going to have huge differences in the price tag. This house in North Charlotte could be $250 to $350. This house in Dilworth or Ballantyne, some parts of Huntersville, Cornelius, way more expensive. You could go to Concord, get a lot more yard space, but we'll talk about that in another video. But in the meantime, since you already have your pre-qualification letter in hand, let's put that to the side and let's start thinking about what you need in your new home. If it's just you, great. You only have one huge list to deal with. But if it's you and your partner, you and your children who you want to include in the decision, you and a parent who you're going to be taking care of, sit down and make this list, and you're going to be surprised about all the things that you can add on here. It's so crazy. But that's it for today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please call, text, or email me. My cell phone number is 980-319-3664. My email is below. And visit my website, charlottesbestrealestate.com. There you will find awesome information about loan programs. I do keep that updated. You can start your home search on there to get some ideas, and you can read recent blogs and watch videos. So I look forward to talking to you soon, and have a great one. Bye. Real quick, those really terrible clients is my husband and I. We've been thinking about buying or selling our current home and buying a new home for like over a year now. At first, we were like, well, we'll just stay here. We'll add a screened-in sun porch. A screened-in porch. We will finish the 3rd floor, which we were going to finish when we first moved into this house. And we didn't do that. And now that we have baby number 2 that can pop out at any time, we need to move. So we are our worst clients because our list is so long that, and our wants and needs are so different, that it's hard for us to find a house that we agree on. And that's like a marital thing, so I just let him decide now. But yeah, we are our worst clients. I wasn't talking about any of my current clients. They're awesome. They're really good at making their list. But I think that the more knowledge you have about real estate, and what's out there and what is possible, the longer your list. So we will stay here until we can come up with a good decision, or find a perfect house, or build the perfect house, or we stumble across something that we just can't live without. So the worst client, my husband and I. Such a sweet guy. But anyway, bye.